evening hunt after our work day, and this is the official beginning of the journey for us after the deer we are now calling split ear. He's would be the biggest buck Mike or I have ever killed, that's for sure.
Definitely me.
And we are pretty certain he's frequenting this area here, so we're going to try to hunt these ideal conditions for the next couple weeks and try to catch that first sign of rut activity and catch him coming out, making a scrape or checking his rub line, maybe trying to chase around a doe or two. Beautiful evening ahead. Okay, all set in a tree, and seems like a great spot to catch this buck. 2 hours till dark. Hopefully the deer cooperate. Well, it's another beautiful evening. I hunted in here yesterday evening, about 50 yards from here. Saw 3 does. This evening is another clear, calm, but it's about 10 degrees cooler. Hoping it's got the bucks starting to do a little rut activity. I'm got some big woods to my left and then tall pines to my right that are a little thicker. But if he comes from my left, I'll see him out there. Dad's about 300 yards from me, waiting for the whole split ear to make an appearance. It's quiet. Oh, Jesus. I just killed the biggest buck I've ever seen hunting. Oh my gosh. If you've never done this, it's a new level of emotions you gotta tame to make it all happen with a bow. Oh my gosh. It's him. It's him, and he's amazing. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. There's no words. He's down 32 yards. I shot him at 20 yards. Oh my gosh. There's another deer, another buck. It was that deer there, and then split ear in front of him. They came from straight further down the line, Rawson's line, paralleling Rawson's line, coming right up here, and I would imagine he was going to head up into these pines here to about where Dad's trail camera is. Meanwhile, while they were coming in, this buck I had filmed, a little 4-6 point, was still right over here, about 40 or 50 yards. I was watching that buck, heard something to my left. It's so quiet. I thought it was probably just a squirrel over there making racket. But I looked to my left and I saw a deer in the sunshine. And then I saw something shining above his head. And I thought, that looks like a buck. He was about 100 yards away still. And then I caught another glimpse of him and I thought, that looks like Big Boy. And it didn't take but another glimpse or two to know that was a shooter. I didn't know if it was him or not until he got about where that buck is now. And then I knew there's no other buck in this woods like that one. That's gotta be him. And then the heart started, if it wasn't beating fast enough already. It started really going crazy. And I was trying to keep my composure, but there was just no keeping my composure. I knew I was gonna get a shot. He was coming in. And he stopped when he came behind that dead cedar there. He was walking straight to my right just about. And I drew. He was steady walking. And then he stopped right before he got into this opening here. He was right there. He was between those two gum trees. But I had a couple limbs, dead limbs from that cedar right there. But he was perfectly broadside, stopped at 20 yards. And I decided I could pick a hole enough to get the arrow through there, not to waste any time, to take the shot, and I did. The arrow sailed where I aimed, hit him just a little touch forward, and he kicked and ran to right there and piled up. That right there is the biggest deer, by far, I have ever seen in the wild while hunting. That is a world-class buck. I cannot believe it just happened like that, but it did. It's 5:45. An hour and 15 minutes till dark. I was not expecting to see him now. Dad texted me a little while ago, said he'd seen 2 bucks, one walking in, one from the stand. I didn't think I was going to see anything mature until right at dark, though. It's October 18th. It looked like it had horns running away. I don't know. I'm so shook up. October 18th. And I just started the first hunt for this deer yesterday evening. Came down here a little bit further, and it's a good thing I did, because I don't think he was going up there. And caught it just right. Oh my gosh. Signing out for now. We'll catch him on the ground. I haven't walked up to him yet. It's him.
That's him. That's him.
He. Oh my goodness.
What a beautiful buck.
Oh my gosh. He has a point right here. Oh my goodness. Oh my
Look at the
gosh.
size and the short.
That is split ear.
What a trophy.
Oh my goodness.
How did that happen like this?
Oh my
Look
gosh.
at his horns, they're beautiful.
Oh, it's just perfect. I know what angle, it's all just amazing.
A beautiful character. He's not tremendously wide, but
I thought
mean,
he was going to be just a little bit wider, but everything else is.
that is the deer that you had on camera last year.
Yep. What a difference in a year. Oh my gosh.
What a hoss in the woods.
That.
Look at that. That right side. The character on that thing.
I'm surprised how strong this side is. It's pretty identical. But man, there ain't gonna be too many deer like this around here.
No, I don't know how you held it together to shoot this thing.
It was a new level of emotions I experienced.
Entry, exit. Wow.
Man,
This thing is huge. Oh gosh. You drilled him, son. I mean, he couldn't have gone.
look at that neck. Oh my God.
Yeah, that is a true Cumberland trophy there.
Wow. October 18th, 5:30 in the evening. Watch him walk in from 100 yards away.
So which way did he come
through these
from?
Gorgeous
Up?
woods.
Just kind of up high.
Straight down, and he paralleled the Ralston line. He was walking right through here.
And how far was he?
20 yards.
And did you have to stop him?
Nope, he stopped, and I'll show you the shot. We get a few little limbs in the way, but I knew I could get the arrow through it and didn't want to wait any longer.
Yeah, so was he just moving, right? Just coming,
moving, walking, he'd stop a little bit.
rutting, headed just like you said. We were banking on this first wave of the get to the scrapes.
I had either a 4 or 6 point come in from here, and I was filmed him. He kind of caught my ground scent right there, and then he stepped away, but he was like 40 yards, and I heard a little something look, and that's when I saw him. And I thought, that is just gotta be him, you know, because last year's picture and this year, for anyone watching that doesn't know yet, we got a picture of him last year, but he's a lot smaller than he was this year. But
Still a beautiful deer, but
right. Last year we thought he was a giant, but he had the split ear. This year we got a picture of this deer's rack. This deer coming into the box stand at New Bear, but none of the pictures we could see his ear. And I thought, just on a hunch, this might be the same deer that I got last year in Fleshman's. And then Dad puts his camera in the state forest right up here about 100 yards, and we checked that, and come to find out, a day after I got pictures of him at New Bear, Dad gets pictures of a mature deer working the scrape up in here, but his head is behind the branches the whole time, and we can see that split ear plain as day, but you can't identify the antlers. So we were like 80% sure it had to be the same deer, but we didn't know for sure, so we've been just looking at every detail of these pictures from last year to this year to try to connect the dots 100%, but we just knew it had to be the same deer. And
it is.
who would have thought the second evening?
I know.
Let me even count the points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11.
Mainframe 10 with a kicker coming off his G4.
It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous buck. That is a beautiful whitetail.
He did the job.
Broke off.
Complete pass, well, not complete pass through, but it
Big old deer.
had an exit hole.
So was this the shot, or where it came out maybe?
The shot was,
So he came through here.
yep, the shot was right here.
So was he headed, you think,
He was headed either here or here, I don't know.
camera?
I don't think he was going to go up to where I hunted yesterday evening, which was straight up here. I think he was cutting this line here. And you stand here at the arrow. Can you see the tree I was in? It's the one to the left of my stand there. 20 yards.
Yeah, in between that fork of the tree?
Yes, I shot through these two little gum trees.
Did you really?
And those dead limbs of that cedar
Cedar?
tree, that's what I had to shoot through. But he stopped, and his kill zone was just right, perfectly spaced in between the two gum trees. But like I said, I had just a couple of those dead limbs coming through. But I was pretty positive.
I'm so glad you got that through there.
And if he came to here, he was going to be in the open. But he stopped there, and at first I was going to try to wait, but he probably stopped for maybe, I have no idea, at least 5 seconds. He was just standing there. And at that point, I looked through that hole enough, and I thought, I know I can get an arrow through there. Before he lets me get any more shook up than I already am, I need to try to make this shot happen. And I mean, I knew the arrow hit the mark. I saw blood coming out of him, and I knew he was down.
There's blood on that tree right there.
Yep. Blood here.
I mean, it was a mortal shot. Yeah. That's nice, a deer like that, you don't have to think twice about it. That is, yeah, that's exactly the side view that we got on camera at the buck stand.
Never forget seeing that first picture sitting there.
Yep. Oh, I mean, just the setting sun. Lord, thank you for this moment. Yeah.